Okay, wait, because I'm gonna start from later.
Mhm.
Okay, how everybody doing? This is Grassman Network, and I was fortunate enough to catch my cousin here. Her name is Mike Shell, and she is a insurance person, and she's into fitness. So, because she was talking about, how girls is, oh, look good. So she into fitness and everything. I caught her. She been exercising. I've been out cutting all day, but this is a part of my Don't Be Afraid to Do Your Best project. So I've been telling everybody that I want to interview people that's in business for themselves, and this is one person. So what we here to discuss is what it is that you do, how long you've been in business, um, and what motivated you to start.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Again, I go by Mikey, and I'm in insurance and investments, and I've been doing insurance for almost 4 years now. What did you say? What made me get
What
started?
motivated you to start? Yeah, what motivated you? How did you get into
I got
insurance?
into insurance through my baby sister, who she just randomly, well, she didn't ask me. She said, "Give me your life insurance policy. Let me make sure that you have the right type of life insurance." And I think that after our family had experienced a really, really close death in the family, when I seen the power of life insurance and what it can do to a family and just generations to come, that's what really motivated me to get in the industry, because our people, or people that look just like us, has no idea the power of having the right type of life insurance. So that's what really motivated me to get into the insurance industry.
Yeah, and I could bear witness with that because her mother actually used to let me borrow her lawnmower out of her garage so that I could cut, So along with my work ethic, because I always had a work ethic for doing whatever it is that I wanted to do, with the help of her mother, I was able to go out and work to make money, just cutting grass with a home lawnmower. So I lost my father, and once again, like she just said, through insurance, he had a policy, which I received some benefits because I was his beneficiary. I was able to invest more into what I do and get better equipment, which helps me make more money. And what we talked about before making this recording was actually knowing what to do with money. And money, what I have learned so far, it helps you buy time. And I don't mean like extend your life, like if something going on with you, but um, say you worry about paying bills and things like that. Well, that take a lot of energy if you worried about how am I going to pay the bill. So if you have a little bit of money, then you may not have to worry about paying this bill that's coming up next week, next month. So now you got at least that much time to think about the month or week after that. So how can I keep this comfort zone? So that's just a brief thing that I learned, like what she was just saying, the power of insurance, right? More than likely, you wouldn't be watching this video if um, I didn't have that situation occur. And, I wound up like many other people when you have a windfall of money and you think because of the amount, well, it don't matter what I do with it. Well, it does, because if you just got it going out and nothing is coming in, eventually it's going to go away. So that's another part of the Don't Be Afraid to Do Your Best project is we want to encourage people to be financially responsible and literate. So that's really basically it. Did you got any other information you want to give?
No, I would just say that just listening to you talk, that really, it just really like made a light bulb come on just for you to make the correlation between the life insurance policy that your father had, which paved the way for your business to get started. And so now you want to spread the word to other people and just share your story and let them know that your dreams can come true.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They can come true, and just the power of one policy can change the trajectory of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you're doing, but not just your life, because you shared that the benefits that you had received, not only were you able to benefit, but now you're able to spend time with your children and grandchildren.
Right. Right.
How powerful is that?
Yeah, right. It reconnected a whole
that's crazy.
part of my life that a lot of people didn't know about. Like they didn't know I had a daughter and I got 3 grandkids. Because I'm being honest, I wasn't being responsible, and that's one of the things we talked about before he passed. He was like, "Man, don't you want to be dependent on? You don't like that?" You know what I mean? Now, I don't know, this is getting off subject a little bit, but what I hear from women a lot, and I have witnessed it myself. I'm not going to even say that I haven't done it, but sometimes we black men in a position to be responsible and dependent on, we might go too far, right? And I'm going to step out on a limb and say that's because we're not used to it. You know what I mean? So if you used to something, you more comfortable with it, and you will probably think a little better about what you're doing versus being so eager to be in this position, and you just sporadic because you can't hardly believe you're here, right? So that throws your decision making off. That's what I witnessed with it. And as I have gotten a little more comfortable with being able to do things financially that I wasn't in the first place as easily, because I'm not going to say that you can't do it without insurance. I'm not going to say that, but it's a little more difficult if you don't have some capital up front. But if you want to do something, you can do it. It's really about your will to do it. So, I don't want to be long-winded because I know the video, if it go too long, people not going to even want to stay. But I really, I appreciate you, right, for doing this video. And I really want people to understand how important it is to have insurance, right? Whether it be for life insurance, health insurance, or on your vehicles, is very important. One more little short story. I had a car that, it was a nice car. Like I never, if you watching this and you know me, you didn't know this, but I had a nice car, right? And the first year I paid an astronomical amount for insurance. Like I didn't even know I had it set on auto pay. They was just taking it out every month. And before the year was over, I was renewing the policy, and the agent, she was like, "Do you know how much you pay? That's a lot." And I was like, "Well, how much is it?" And she told me, right? I don't even want to disclose how because it was crazy. And when they told me we want this amount, I thought that that's what they wanted as a down payment from my understanding about insurance, because it was a lot of money. And so I was like, "Oh, that ain't nothing," and I went on and paid it. But no, they was taking that every month. So before it was over with, I had spent this crazy amount. And then when I found that out, I said, "Well, man, they got to cut that out." So I was riding around with no insurance for a minute on this nice high-end car, man. I'm like, it was crazy. And as soon as I did that, guess what? Somebody stole it, right? So now I had to pay out of pocket for the repairs, right? And then, of course, to get the plate stuff, I had to get insurance. So I did at least have some, no fault on it. But the point I'm making is, while I was trying to save a couple dollars in my pocket, it wound up costing me more in the long run because when something happened, I had to pay this crazy amount to get it fixed. When had I just paid the premiums on the insurance, I wouldn't have to worry about that. So that also will help you be mindful of what you're doing, right? You won't be able to if you can't afford. If you can't afford the insurance on whatever this thing is, then you can't afford it. So don't do it. That's as simple as I can say it. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the comments, and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Everybody enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Let's see.